As a leader in upline, what do I need to be able to do on a day-to-day basis? For example, when I was at the massive building stage before maxing out, my daily schedule was focused only on income-producing activities, which are prospecting, inviting, presenting, follow-up, and closing. When I was building my business part-time, along with my working hours at FedEx, I used to work 12 hours a day at FedEx. I was building this business part-time. This is what I do. When I wake up, get dressed, while driving to work, I make few phone calls to new prospects. Rather than listening to music, I make phone calls to prospects to schedule appointments for the day. I listen to audio tapes on self-development or skills trainings to get better. I used to make at least 20 invitation calls every day, 20 follow-up calls, and 2 presentations. This was my daily schedule. Sometimes I miss. For the ones that I couldn't make it up, I covered them up over the weekend. So I'm always in a prospecting mode. While on duty in FedEx, I was always collecting new phone numbers of prospects. Even now, I keep meeting new people regularly and adding them to my contact list. I have my commercial. If anyone asks me what do you do for a living, I help people create second income. I used to do a lot of one-on-one presentations during the days, or during every time I have slots in a day. I used to always book the slot of my 1-hour lunch break, and the rest I used to grab a snack. Sometimes I miss my lunch. Sacrifice is a must in the beginning. My daily sleeping hours has been reduced from 8 hours a day to 4 hours a day, my first 3.5 years in the building stage of my business. I had a strategy. I have to give 2 presentations a day, otherwise I couldn't sleep. If one day passes and I miss 1 presentation, the next day I have to give 3 presentations. Once I became a full-time, I did 10 to 15 presentations a day. I didn't take a vacation. When I fired my boss, I didn't go on vacation. I increased my activities. Instead of 2 presentations, 10 presentations, sometimes 15 presentations, sometimes more, until I maxed out. Sometimes I used to come home at 4 a.m. in the morning, sometimes at 7. I also started traveling. I used to get on the plane and travel a lot over the weeks. Sometimes I spent months, sometimes in the market, that I was building full-time. I used to maintain daily communication with my active downline, with my active leaders. Invite prospects and IRs. I was a great promoter of events. I always invite prospects and IRs to all the group events, the company events. You gotta be a massive promoter in this business. I help my new downline make their name list and maintain a copy of myself as a backup. I always add contacts to my contact list. Now my contact list have more than 15,000, probably more. I never run out of contacts. Everyone who signs up with me, I sit down with them, make the contact list, and grab a copy. Add it to my contact list. I was massively doing getting started training. If somebody signs up with me, I won't just leave them alone. I do getting started training with them within 24 hours, maximum 48 hours from the day they sign up. I have to get their first 20 prospects to be contacted. We schedule the meeting with group presentations and group meetings every week, sometimes before, even sometimes every day. I do weekly basic training. I gather them in a meeting room or in one place, sometimes at my house. I help my downline establish a daily mode of operation for their business. It doesn't mean that you become your own boss in this business, that you don't have a boss anymore. You have a new boss, which is your calendar. While traveling a long distance, I always read books on skills and self-development that are useful for my improvement and my team improvement's progress. I utilize all the dead time, traveling time, driving time, waiting in the line time to listen to something useful, something constructive that adds value to me and to my team members. So in conclusion, at the beginning stage, my time was divided 100% on personal recruitment until I got the serious people of my team to work with, to focus my energy with. The second stage, 75% I was recruiting new team members, and 25% I'm working and supporting with my existing team members who joined my business. The third stage, 50% of my time recruiting new team members and 50% working with existing team members. And the final stage of my building stage, it was my time was divided 25% getting new people to join my business, 25% following up on existing prospects and my downline's prospects, 3-way calls, home meetings, and 25% on trainings, on training my team members. And then I'm promoting tools and events. So in closing, consistent daily massive action always wins. I wish you all the best. Your success.